What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Terra Luna Classic. We'll be talking about the governance proposal by the Terra rebels. What does that mean for the governance ecosystem of Terra Luna Classic? And equally, I have got some updates and information about the upcoming burn that you are not going to want to miss. So if that's something you like the sound of and you're still holding your Luna Classic, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so you know when we upload any new videos or we go live on our live streams every night at 9 PM GMT, and hit the like button. Let's get over 1,000 likes. Let's let everybody know about this. And equally, this governance proposal is pretty exciting. So let's dive into this video. Well, look, currently the price of Luna is hovering around that 3 mark. We have had a bit of a pullback. You can see it's been hovering in this channel. We did have a big sell-off. This was obviously on the back of the news, or the alleged news, of Dukwon getting arrested. We have fought our way back up and we've just trended in this channel. Now, if you remember a week ago, we did say we expected us to drop to the 3s as we move towards this burn tax implementation, and then potentially a big upside break as we get a bit nearer and as we see exchanges coming on board. I did talk about more and more exchanges I thought we would see this week, and that does seem to be the case. We are seeing more and more of these bigger exchanges wanting to implement the 1.2% burn tax, albeit most of them not quite what we want. We're going to talk about that a little bit in this video. But look, it's going to be interesting over the course of the next couple of days. Remember, we've got 7 days left until the 1.2% burn tax does go live on the network. And I talked about actually we could have a quarter of the volume we've got now and still be burning a significant amount of tokens, a different amount of coins. It's not necessarily about having $1 billion, albeit that would be much better and would get us through quicker. We can still get there. Now, what am I talking about in the news? Well, look, the Terra Rebels governance restructure. And I wanted to bring this to anyone out there that is looking into Terra Luna Classic, or equally, there's a lot of people out there right now that are talking about Terra Luna Classic, that are saying all sorts of things that don't fully understand exactly what this is. And the big question of everyone's mind is, how much influence does TFL still have on this? Well, the Terra Rebels governance restructure, this is what is being put forward as we try and move to a more decentralized world of Terra Luna Classic. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. The bit I wanted to bring you to is this: the governance outline and structure. How do we get proposals and voting done to implement then on the main blockchain? So I'm going to talk a little bit about this here. So we know that we have the Terra Station where anyone who holds Luna Classic can propose a vote. We've seen people trying to scam others. We've obviously seen some great ideas. The implementation of 1.2% burn tax came from Vegas Morph. He was the first person to put that across to the community. And that's how we generally get our Terra Rebels community put their proposals forward. It then goes, let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see this. It then goes through 3 separate layers. So we have this first layer, again, the team members that will sit on that of A2, team members of B1, the team members of C1. They will look at it, they will vote on the proposal. It then moves forward into another round of voting to decide. You can see that 50% plus consensus decides if deadlock, and then it goes to a final decision before anything is ever implemented on the blockchain. So when a lot of people say, well, Dukwon still has the keys, Dukwon can take it back over, the honest answer is right now, no, we can't. And this is why Terra Luna Classic for me is really exciting. We have taken a blockchain in which that was the case, that TFL had entire control and could do what they want. Likewise, Dukwon could do what they want. That is not the case anymore with Terra Luna Classic. And what this governance restructure proposal is absolutely getting this solidified and the way of operating on the Terra Luna Classic network. We can obviously come back out, and there's a plethora of things, and it talks about who is on the team. And actually, if that's, that's a significant number of people on top of what we already know. We think that it's EK268, we think it's Vegas Morph and Zaradar. There's a much more bigger team that sit behind this and are doing it. So it's not just 3 people. This isn't just a couple of people chucked together to try and make something work. This is a team that have an ambition, as well as the gigantic community out there that is supporting on top of that. It says here the proposal for the governance, we know that the quorum is 40%, the pass threshold's 50, and the proposal voting period is always 7 days. And it kind of talks through what they want to bring in, equally how the elections work, how people are defined, how they're dismissed, how they get added in. Everything is going to be put through the community vote, and it makes this so decentralized and equally so owned by the community. And I think it's a huge bit, and I think a lot of people aren't talking about this, and I don't really understand why, but we have an opportunity to have a fully decentralized blockchain that applications can build on, and equally can really work and support the community that has built it. So it talks a lot through that. Proposal processes, whether they're going to change anything like that, the voting procedures, and examples of voting format, which if you're in the Discord you can see, and it takes a lot through in terms of signatures of all the teams and equally their roles. So look at these, you know, these people have signed this document, and we can see a lot of the TRs in there, Vegas is in there, and equally more and more people who are supporting this. So it isn't just the case of a few people, and this is why I am incredibly bullish long term. Now, the other news I wanted to bring you, and this is a bit kind of crazy technical, but this has been out for a while, and again, I hadn't seen a lot about this. This is the repegging of USDC, and it's really interesting. Zaradar was talking about this in the Discord. This is the coding that they're wanting to implement. It's a simplified swap enablement with a get supply based constraint check. This is about minting and burning Luna Classic and USTC to try and bring this peg back. We know it's on the roadmap, and we know it's what they want to do. Now, the interesting bit, if you come all the way to the bottom, is the mint coins and burn coins function. Now, a lot of people would be nervous about this. What you need to understand is this coding is being put out, it's been rigorously checked, it's been run through to make sure that the same mistakes don't happen. And then actually what we see is as people and as the USTC tries to repeg, it will burn Luna Classic. That's how it worked. And I think it's a really smart system. We just need to make sure that the bugs and the ability to manipulate have been removed. Now, I'm not going to sit here and profess I'm a super knowledgeable about coding, but if you just go and listen to Zaradar in the Discord, this is exactly what it's about. As people try and repeg and speculate on UST being repegged, it will burn Luna Classic as that volume comes across. So I think it's pretty exciting and shows the ambition of this team. Equally, we also got some news from Kraken, who will be supporting the 1.2% burn tax, albeit on-chain transactions as opposed to off. So you can see it there, deposits and withdrawals. It's very similar to what we have on Binance. But again, this is going to be on their blockchain. It will be very simple for them to move into full spot on trading margins. And then just lastly, I wanted to bring you the total number of Luna Classic burnt so far. We are heading up to that 4 billion coin mark, which is absolutely insane given where we're going to, and this is only going to increase as we go across. And equally, we're seeing UST burn as well. So these two numbers are going to be really interesting as we start to see the work towards the repeg and that September the 21st, where we see the implementation of that 1.2% burn tax. Then we really are going to see what this can do. And I, for one, think we are going to see a strong move to the upside as we get there. And I think it could be a real opportunity for us to set some new bars and some new layers of support. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? And if this video was useful or you got something out of it, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's let more people know about this product, this chain, and equally what's coming with it. Make sure everyone's got the facts to make their investment decisions. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.